Hey, what's up? I'm your host, Christian Patterson, here to bring you this week's edition of TV20's Inside Sports Report. The City of Cleveland Division of Recreation prides itself on providing quality sports and recreation programming for the youth of Cleveland. Each and every year, they end the summer with a very special trip for kids that have participated in these programs.
This is our 5th year where we, at the end of the summer, what we do is we take kids from our playgrounds, our rec centers, and show wagon to Cedar Point. They accumulate points by doing community service, by attending programs at recreation centers, and also by participating in programs. So what we do is we take 350 kids to Cedar Point at the end of each summer. They participate in anything that we have in our playground program, which may be kickball, chalker walk. They may participate in baseball programs. They also do things on the playground. They swim. They also participate on our show wagon. So various activities that the kids participate in earns them points where they can come and go to Cedar Point. But for the safety of the children, we have 5 kids per 1 staff member. So for every 5 kids, there's a staff member that will accompany them throughout the park to make sure they're safe. We also, at the end, we also feed the children. We take 400 hot dogs, 400 hamburgers, so we make sure the kids don't have to bring any money. Mom and dad is assured that we're gonna feed the kids while they're at the park. So Cedar Point tickets is anywhere from, I believe, $60 to $75 a ticket. So a lot of these kids, inner city may not have those funds, but by them participating in recreation programs, allows them to go to Cedar Point.
XTL Events kicked off their inaugural XTL Freeride Fest in downtown Cleveland, and riders from all over made the trip for this amazing event.
XTL is a championship series for motorcycle stunt riding. You can kind of see in the background we've got some guys riding motorcycles around on one wheel, and we've been executing competitions across the U.S. since 2006, and we've unveiled our new event kind of package. We call it XTL Freeride Fest, where instead of just having competition aspects, we want to bring out more kids and give them places where they can actually participate and ride. So if you from the area of Cleveland and you just like to ride wheelies, we've got a big area down here for you can ride, or any of our athletes where maybe they necessarily don't want to compete, but they still want to come, they still want to ride. We've given them these areas, and we're continuing to try to bring more people into motorcycles and stunt riding. And we've got our XTL wheelie experience here, where if you're 16 or over, you can actually sit on one of our Indian FTRs, kind of go up and down. We've also got our live action machine with a zero motorcycle on it, and same thing, it's a little bit more involved.
This is something that we've built for the customers to be able to experience what it feels like to ride a wheelie. So we have 2 machines. We have the one on the hydraulic, which is kind of just to give you a feel for what it feels like to go up into that almost 12 o'clock position, so you know what it's like. It does it all in slow motion. It's on a hydraulic. It's just so the customers don't get scared or get frightened when they feel the bike go up. And they get to control it, but again, it's all in slow motion. And then the other one, we have the zero bike. That one you actually do get to give it a full twist of the wrist so that you control it, and you have to find that sweet spot. It's about finding that balance point using the throttle and your foot braking. And that actually gives you a more realistic feel for what it's like to actually ride a wheelie. And the whole purpose of this is, yes, we have the pros out here, doing their thing and stuff, but there's some people that, they're not at that level yet, or they're not really, that's their thing. They just like to ride, but they get to experience it in a safe environment, controlled environment, where they won't get hurt, the bikes won't get damaged. So it's just all about having fun and experiencing what it's like to ride a wheelie.
We're trying to give these kids an outlet and somewhere where they can go and they can ride and they can use their talents and not get in trouble, and be in a place where if they are to crash, they're not going to get severely hurt or anything like that and ran over. And it's just like anything else, so there's a time and a place to do things, and this is the time and the place to be riding wheelies and practicing your craft.
I'm an amateur stunt rider. I came up here from south of Pittsburgh. I follow all these pro guys around. They have enough respect for me that they let me ride with them, and I get to participate and have a lot of fun enjoying what I love, which is doing stunts on motorcycles. You'll find everybody here is very passionate about what they do, and they love it. That's why, and it's great to have the city involved and have it like when I looked it up on Google Earth, I saw here right by the water or whatever. I was like, oh wow, this is going to be really cool because of the location. So yeah, it's fantastic.
It's wonderful to be in a community where, the mayor and the local government, sees value in what these kids are doing, and they just need a location to go to it. I mean, if you didn't have basketball courts, where would kids play basketball? And if you didn't have tennis courts, where would they play tennis? And it's the same thing with a lot of action sports. And it's been 30 years of communities building skate parks and places for these kids to go skateboarding and ride BMX bikes. And this is just the next evolution of that. You're creating a place where these kids can come out and they can take those talents and they can continue to use them and create good with them. You can find us at xtlshow.com. If you're onto Facebook or Instagram, you can give us a follow there, XTL Show on both of those as well.
The Cleveland Indians hosted their 7th annual Dream Day Clinic for 60 participants from Our Lady of the Wayside and the Upside of Downs. Volunteer coaches from Diamond Boys Baseball Club helped run the clinic, letting participants hit, field, and throw the baseball.
So today is our 8th annual Cleveland Indians Dream Day event. We started in 2012. This is kind of our key event on the year. We've done over 150 specialized events in that time, but obviously it's the biggest event and the one that we're most excited about every single year.
We have 2 organizations here with us today, Our Lady of the Wayside and then Upside of Downs, and both organizations are participating in this fun baseball clinic that's being put on called Dream Day, where everyone kind of gets to come to Progressive Field and they get to take part in baseball activities just like our major league team does. So usually it's on the field, but today because of the weather we brought them all inside and gave them kind of a different behind the scenes experience where they get to come into the batting cages that are right next to our major league clubhouse here. And it's a really cool event because they're down here now. 5 hours from now, our major league roster is going to be in this same batting cages doing the exact same thing.
Half of our group at a time is in here learning different hitting and throwing skills, some fielding, and then the other half is on a tour of the stadium. So we were able to adapt even though the weather didn't cooperate today. Well, it's really fun is most years we have brand new groups. There's some returning people that come back and they're always so excited, they talk about it all year, but that's really what it's about. Baseball is one of those games and parts of life that just brings joy to everybody that wants to participate in it, and it was creating an opportunity that just was not available before we started this event.
For us, just to be partnered and included is really great, and it's you look around and this is what baseball is meant to be, right? Fun. Everyone's supposed to have fun, smiles on their faces, and something from our community engagement side of thing. Like this is what we love to see. Our goal is to broaden the reach of baseball. Everyone has the opportunity to take part in baseball. It's really easy to pick up a bat or pick up a glove and just play catch. And I think that's the great thing about this event is you really see that. Everyone's being able to take a part in it and have some fun.
So to see about our organization, Dream Days, you can go to our website at dreamdaysohio.org.
Thousands of excited fans finally got to see our new Cleveland Browns for the first time together at First Energy Stadium. With so much new talent on the roster, this annual Orange and Brown scrimmage was highly anticipated.
The energy's unreal. You can feel it. Just people are excited to have football back here, and the excitement's justified. So now we got to go make it right for them.
I understand the passion that these fans have, and they demonstrated every opportunity they have to do that. And this is no different. And this was an opportunity for them to come out, show their support, show their excitement.
It feels good to be back here. Anytime you step on this field, it needs to be a different type of energy, and we felt that today.
thought these guys did a great job of staying in the moment and competing. You know, we were sloppy at times and all that, but let me tell you, this group that we've got, they're going to compete. And if we'll compete on every day and every snap, we'll have a chance.
We're taking a step in the right direction each day, which is the key. You know, we'll be ready come week 1, but no, we're not satisfied yet. We got to continue to work. You know, today was a good showing of once you get in front of the fans, once you get in the stadium, you got to be able to block that out and execute. So we'll go back and watch this tape. And, you know, it's never as good as it seems and never as bad. So we got to continue to work and be game ready by September.
I like it when a team cares about each other, all right? I like it when a team competes against others very, very hard, and then they can pick each other up and pat each other on the tail and do it again the next play. We're not totally there yet, but we're gonna get there. And I think these guys are committed to getting there. And if we get there, we'll have a chance, but that only just gives us a chance. That's all it does. And I think these guys are gonna do that. They're committed to doing that. They've done nothing but work their tail off, done everything we've asked them to do. And I expect it to continue, and we're going to hold them accountable, but what I want to get to eventually is them to hold themselves accountable to each other, and then we will have something. But we're headed in that direction. I'm not satisfied, but I'm happy up to this point, but again, we're only a week and a half into this thing.
Thanks for watching the Inside Sports Report. If you would like to catch past episodes of the Inside Sports Report, Classic Sports, or any city championship games, head over to our TV20 YouTube channel and click on subscribe.